Good morning and welcome to the UK Open for September 17th, 2019. We've got two really good trades cooking in this session. I mean, this video is being made after the actual session finished. It was good. I provided quite a bit of information, and we took two trades, GBPCHF buy, but we're cooking a possible sell there. The trade probabilities are explained in the video, which you're about to see in a couple of seconds. More importantly, we've got a really good setup on USDJPY that we found yesterday. The gap was filled today. It's looking really good. Wait for the video and you'll see. But before I let you go inside the video, I'd like to explain something really important. From the 11th of October, we're going to start charging the community again. It's free for now. If you want to join, this is your best opportunity to do so. Simply go on PipsMatter.com, that's PipsMatter.com, and choose what you like, trade or copy, and leave your details there and we'll get in touch. Thank you. Enjoy this video. Okay, so it begins. Good morning from me. We're looking at an interesting trading day. This is the first trade alert we released here with a free, with a risk reward of 3 to 1. But since this is the morning UK session, good morning to everyone who just woke up in Europe, and good day to everyone else in the world. Let's start this session right away. So here's the presentation mode. The agenda for this session is watch list and trades taken, and then we're going to be going over a lesson of structured position sizing, and we're going to wrap up in less than 30 minutes probably, because I've got a lot of things that I want to be doing. So again, welcome to this PipsMatter session. My name is Denis Popivoda. I've been trading the markets for a living since 2016. It's been going great. Now, success in trading. Another little sneak peek to my course that's coming up. Success in trading is literally all about mastering both the system and your mind. In fact, it's the mind that's more important, because success in trading is literally 80% psychological and 20% system. Regardless of what system you're following, whether that's fundamental or technical, it does not matter. Give you an example. You can have a mediocre knowledge and understanding of fundamental and technical information, and if you are in the right psychological state and control, you can make money. On the other side, you can have a great fucking system, one that's literally tested and has performed well over a really long period of time. Yet, if your psychological control is not there, you will be a loser. And I am a living example of that. My system is a kick-ass system, and when my psychological control was not right, I messed up real fucking bad. So we need to understand that it's 80% psychology and 20% system. I explain a little bit about this in the upcoming course that will be released on Udemy. Next up, watch list. So the watch list for today is pretty clear. USD JPY sell, GBP USD sell, GBPCHF sell, UK 100 sell, and Apple sell, or APPL. You can see on the executed trades, I'm actually buying GBPCHF, and I'm going to explain pretty soon why. We've got a nice setup that we're riding since yesterday on USDJPY. Unfortunately, NZD USD and Euro USD really messed up yesterday, but the fact that we take losses as traders is important, because we are going to be wrong here and there. So I'm going to go over the watch list soon. I'm going to go over all of these pairs. But when we're done with what's going on in the markets. Before we go into anything of importance, we are going to go over structured position sizing. I'd like to show you this live. This is how it works. This is something Brian made. We just need to work on this here on balances above 9 and 10,000. So what you do here is the green lines, the green boxes is the ones you edit. This is your target growth either per week, per day, per trade, per month, per year. You set that up, and then this becomes it. It tells you the definite model that you're basing things on. So if you go 5,000 and you have a target growth of 10% per week, if you're a PipsMatter member, we focus on weeks, then you're going to be looking at a 500 win the first time, then you need to make 550, then a bit more, then a bit more, then a bit more, and it compounds. So if you manage to get your 10% per week in 10 weeks, you're going to have about more than 100%. Structure position sizing is very important because it allows you to trade professionally and even with smaller leverage in professional environments. Many people are going to offshore trading environments, and I've done the same, but that has not helped me in one way or another. I just given me very high leverage where I actually messed up quite a bit by overexposing accounts. But when you have smaller leverage, for example, 30, you trade like a professional. And in a sense, it actually helps you. First of all, you're trading in a safe environment. Safer environment. Brokers can die every day, but the fact that what is safer here is your trading conditions. Nobody can really mess around with you that much. Because I've had that happen to me. You know, I've traded with brokers where we put about 5,000, turned it into 20, 30,000 in a couple of trades, and we were not paid out for the fact that they are basically offshore, and they, you know, in let's say nice language, they basically told me, "Fuck off, buddy. You're not getting anything." And that's why offshore brokers and regulations are not really that good. They all say they want to do great, and the reason they're here is for traders. But really, in reality, high leverage does not help us. But let's come back to this here. It helps us if we're trying to grow, let's say, a $200, $300, or a 1,000 account, and we put here, you know, we put like 50% here per week, and we're starting with, you know, let's say $500, because 50% per week on 500, you know, you're looking at 64K in 13 weeks or 13 trades. Because there's two types of systems that I trade. One is the general steady stuff where we target 5% per week, and it looks steady, but it grows quick. You know, 500 at the end of the year, you know, 6K, that's still a lot. It's not that easy to achieve. And then you have the one that's per trade. And in a sense, let me just make sure this works. Yeah. In a sense, 5% per trade, you're looking at about, you know, 100% ROI after 20 trades. Of course, this is much higher. We target about 15, even 20, or even 25, depending on the person and their goals. Structure position sizing, one of the most important things in my system, because it actually helps me to be focused, be organized, and take it one day at a time and one trade at a time. It means that you cannot expose your account more than the certain level. So if you're trading with $100, your trade sizes are this. You cannot go above 0.02. If you're trading with 5K, you can't go above 0.55. It's pretty simple. And the main thing here is you cannot expose yourself on correlated assets. So let me explain it like this. You want to buy Euro USD, but you also want to sell GBP USD. So basically, you're buying the dollar against two pairs. It's the same fucking thing. So you cannot go 0.5, 0.5. But what you can do is go GBPCHF buy or sell, and USDJPY buy or sell. And then that means you have diversification. So you're okay. And even though you're trading with 30 leverage, 5K allows you to do that, because your margin level ends up at about 140%, which is fine. And the smart stop outs are usually about 50% at most brokers. So that's fine. You know, the margin won't really go away that quick, even at a loss. Okay, so let's go over the two active trades, USDJPY. Let me explain this, what's going on here. Yesterday, we had a gap down here. We did say on the weekend that there should be a move down because we have this head and shoulders here. We did move down quite a bit, and we came back down to this key trading level here, which lines up pretty much with this support zone right there. See? Now, we did go right back up, and this gap was filled. I did say that there is a high chance of the gap being filled, even though I didn't believe it would be filled. It did get filled. The dollar was strong yesterday. So looking at the Dow chain channel here, you can see that there is this line here, straight line. That means price action came to this level, and I think, well, basically the big guns did say that this is the high enough price and they don't want to go higher, so it started going down, which creates this, the next resistance. We did come here, we couldn't break it, so we closed right down, and right now we tested the level again, and we're going slowly down. Still an hour and 48 minutes. UK just opened for trading. The Asian session is prone to fake outs, at least in my opinion. And in general, it's looking good. I think it could go down. If we go down to the 1 hour chart, we could see something nice forming in a sense of a possible contraction of price like this. So if this bottom level gets broken, and this support zone, this black level here, we're pretty much good to go. I believe strong selling will commence in the trend, and the short-term trend will change. The take profits are listed in green levels here, 107.055 and 106.085. It's looking good. So we'll see how that works out. This looks like a good, solid trade. I think it's going to be fine. I think it's going to go right to our TP eventually. But these little black levels here, we have to watch out for this one and this one here. And then this one right before our take profit, which lines up with this level here. And then second TP lines up with a massive and strong support zone, previous resistance. GBPCHF, it's trying to break out of this bullish flag potential. The risk reward is free. It's good. It's in a small profit for me right now. Let me just tell you how many pips. Where does it say that? No, it doesn't say that. Anyway, a couple of pips in profit. It's not breaking out. It's the second time trying to break out this trend line. We'll see if it works out. If it doesn't and it starts going down here, I'm going to cut it prematurely. At 0.5 lots, I'm up 45 euros at the moment, gross P&L. I think there could be a push up here because this contraction is indicating a weaker GBP. Now, keep in mind, today we do have the UK Supreme Court hearing on whether Prime Minister Boris Johnson's that to basically block Parliament was a lawful act, unlawful act. It begins. Now, it's still very not clear whether this ruling is going to be done today. In the view of many financial institutions that I follow, they say that this should not be a game changer for Brexit, and they believe that a no-deal Brexit is on the hands. In terms of data, we have the German ZEW indicator. Now, it's been falling sharply in recent months to a 7-year low, actually, and that's based on the escalations of US-China trade wars. It's fucked many people up. Regarding the Middle East, the tensions continue. We're waiting on Trump to make some kind of comments here. Saudi Arabia did say that they showed findings that the Iranian weapons were used, but did not point the finger at Iran as the US did. We'll see how this works out. Trump did state that he will not go to war with Iran, but we'll see how that works out. Anyway, let's continue with the watch list here. We've got a couple of pairs. I showed you USDJPY. I showed you GBPCHF. I'll show you GBPUSD now. Oopsie daisy. GBPUSD. GBPUSD, as you can see, is coming right to the support. We were selling it yesterday. I took some profit on this. It looks like a decent contraction. I'm expecting a bullish push anywhere in this zone right there. So I think there could be a push upwards and a test of 12055, which is this red level here. Maybe even higher. Sorry, one sec. Okay, I think there could be a push upwards. Moving on to the next thing here that we have, that's UK 100. Oops. UK 100. I'm light on trades this time. I'm going to be more heavier probably on during the US Open. Now, what is important here? Here, it's important to understand that the FTSE on a weaker pound moves up. In my sense, here we have a support level that's sideways here, right? Sideways trend line supporting a possible bullish push. And so far, it's acting well at this support zone. And we have this possible little contraction, which indicating another bullish push. So I'm really waiting on a weaker pound, but I think that first the pound should go up. We'll see. If this doesn't work out, if this continuation pattern on GBPCHF does not work out, I'm getting out. I'm getting out, and I'm going to reverse my DI into a sell using this top here and this bottom here to find the 50% and ride price action till there. GBP UK 100 is going to give me a good buying opportunity, but I'm kind of maxed out right now based on my structured position sizing, so I'll wait to get out of something in profit or loss and then move on. Finally, I've got a stock for you here. It's Apple. I've been looking at it, and I've shorted it yesterday using the Interactive Brokers platform. So I'm going to show you the daily chart here. I'm expecting some kind of resistance at this level here. So how does the Dow chain channel work for me? It comes to a specific level, and when it reaches the Dow chain channel and just drops back down, to me, in my books, that is a resistance point. And you can see it work. It actually does work. You can see it work in many, many times. Support and resistance, it works well. You can see this being a crucial support. It got broken here. Price went steadily down, came right back up here, and created this. So stock trading, I've got a bit of a different system, but it looks good. It looks real good. You can see here we've got a little contraction right to that level, and then we went boom down, bum, 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 and we came right back down here, which lines up with a couple of key levels where we would get out. For example, here, this is the lowest point, and then we have this point here, right? So all of this worked out. Now we have a secondary contraction here, kind of a bit of an education lesson. We have a secondary contraction right there coming to this level, and then boom, we went right back up to the next level, which is here, created this zone here, which could line up to something in the past, but I don't care. It made this here, went up, closed right below it, and I'm expecting a possible move to the downside. Is this pre-trading, 16th of September? What is it today, 17th? So pre-trading hasn't opened yet here. It will open later. I think we could see a move down. I don't know. So far, it's looking okay for downside. But if this level gets broken, then I'm going to reverse my idea into a buy, and I'm going to ride it either to 229.70 or 223.45. You see how I always round up a 0 or a 5, whatever price is closer to. Yeah, that's about it. So in the community, everybody's going to start using this here. We're going to be finding a way to basically connect everyone to it. USDJPY slowly moving into a small profit for me, just €5, but it's okay. It's still early in the morning. And I'm going to move into scouting the European stock market right now. So EU shares, basically. I'm going to check the UK, Germany for now. There's a bunch of decent stocks there, such as in the UK, we have Barclays, HSBC, Lloyds, BP, so British American Tobacco as well. They all look good. In Germany, the ones I'm going to be looking at is Adidas, Volkswagen, Deutsche Bank, Allianz, Bayern, Commerzbank, Deutsche Bank, Puma. I'll check a bunch of them. And then I'm going to let everyone know in the community what I'm doing. Anyway, thanks for attending this session. I'm going to keep questions open in the community. You can PM me there. Remember, from the 15th, sorry, what did I say yesterday? Let's see what we said yesterday in that announcement. So from Wednesday, the 18th of September, which is tomorrow, the community, the PipsMatter community, will move to normal focus of basically just teaching the PM system. Everyone that's taking any trades will have to talk to us. If you're not talking, if you're not active, if you're not trading, if you're not learning, we don't want your money. You're going to stop paying. We're going to remove you from the community, and you can move to liking whatever you want. This community is for dedicated people only, people who really want to make it as traders. If you don't, then this place is not for you. The free version of the community will end on the 11th of October 2019. Until then, I'm going to increase activity. I'm going to be very active with live sessions, with education, with courses, with workshops, with everything. And we're going to continue with that from the 11th of October. But till then, this is free. If you want to join, because you're watching this on YouTube as well, feel free to go on PipsMatter.com, leave your details there, and we'll get you in. Thank you, and have a beautiful Trading Tuesday. My name is Denis, and I wish you all the very best.